Everybody, and welcome to the wide world of tabletop sports. Brian Martin with you on a glorious Sunday afternoon here right after Memorial Day weekend, and we're here tonight to talk about card making. Not card making that you have to learn how to, but it is my first attempt at making available not only the Affinity Publisher template to create cards, but also a player generation workbook and a data set. So you will have everything you need to create cards. Now this is going to be for Lacrosse Blast and Lacrosse Blast Express. It's the first one I'm trying. Admittedly, it may not be the most popular game in terms of number of customers in the play games universe, but it's the one I started with when I was creating my own career module. So what I've done is I have taken the career module and I have placed it on these lookup sheets for both players and goalkeepers. And I have a computer sheet here that has a bunch of hidden columns. And I would say to you, if you want to look at the hidden columns, unhide them, that's fine. They're generally, for the most part, they are random numbers. There's a couple that are formulaic that are based on, it's going to create something. If you do have the need to look just to see under the hood, please feel free, but please, when you do that, take this thing called the Lacrosse Blast and Express Player Creation Workbook, save this on your hard drive, then open it and do a file save as and save it as playing around with it, or whatever you want to call it, and play in there. So if you mess anything up, if you delete something, if you change something and it doesn't work right, you have the original to go back to. But basically all you need to do is if I hit the F9 key, it generates a whole new set of skills for the team. The only thing on here that I say you could change is to change the savvy from EXPER, which stands for an experienced player, to rookie. And when you do that in the lookup tables, you get a different age chart, and based on their rookie status, you will also get this DP column will fill in based on their age, and those are the number of developmental points that you earn in the manual career module. So you'd still have to come in to your data set, which we'll get to in a minute, come into your data set and change the things you need to change each year, including adding a year of age to every one of your players. So there's enough here, and I've put shading on it, there's enough here for 10 full teams of 17 players. And then the purple are all of, I've got rookie status here. And if I hit the F9, I'll create a whole new patch rookies. And you can see the development points are here because they're under the age of 22. If you're under 22, you get some developmental points. And that's in the manual version. It's posted on the Play Games community Facebook page. These will be your future rookies, your draft class. So this is the computer. This computes everything. You don't really do anything with this. What you do something with is this data chart, data set. And this also has all the players and then all the rookies. And in order to make this work, it just carries the data from the computer side over here and adds places for you to do some things like add player numbers, player name, and the city of the team, and the nickname of the team. So you can add that. You can also add in what season it is and the logo. The logo is a URL, and I'll show you what I mean in the data set in a minute. All you would do then is you would open the file that I have here called the Lacrosse Blast card data set. It's got the same column headings, it's in a different font. All you do is start with the number, go all the way over to the logo, and come down as many teams as you need. I'm just going to come down all 10 teams here. There's my 10 teams, including goalkeepers. Hit Control C or the copy button, go over to the data set, go to this very first cell, right click it, and paste values, or do paste special values. Doesn't matter which one you do. We're going to do, it's easier for the right click, paste values. Now it puts in FTD for the positions there instead of what I had, forward transition and defenseman, you can manually change all the F's to attacker, the T to transition, the D to defenseman, and the GK to goaltender if you want, or you can leave them as they are. So there's a data set. The logo, I'm going to undo this to show you what I did with the logo. The logo is right here. And the logo is is your internal computer's URL to wherever the logo is for that team. I'll show you what I have. I have just a pair of lacrosse sticks with a ball. The teams don't have individual logos. They have names, but have not gone into Microsoft Designer to try to design any logos for these teams, and I may not. I did for my football game just because it's a more immersive experience, and so I may just do nicknames and nothing. But wherever you have the logo, you would then have to do in the data set where that is and the name of the logo. So the first 17 players here, for 17 players, or 17 players will have the same logo if you have a team logo. If you just have a generic logo like I do, then use the same one for all of them. Once you've done that and saved it, now you can open up the template, and the name of the template is the LB player card template, which you'll find online. The link to this Google Drive with all this information and things is going to be published in the comments to this video, so keep an eye out below down there and you'll be able to see it. Once you open the file, this is what the card looks like, and then to change, if you want to change the file, if you call it a different name, you would delete this and then open up a new data merge source with the new name. I would say leave this here, because as long as you keep the file name the same, every time you run it to generate cards, it'll say, oh, it's changed, would you like to update it? When you update it, it will just bring in whatever your new values are. So I would say for your purposes, keep the file names the same, but you don't have to. It's doing a data merge now with the information that's in there. I will note one thing on the card data file. When you copy in the values for the goalkeepers, this sheet that you copy into reads the starting goaltender as it reads it as a date. So you just have to do a single quote 11 dash and then one less than the next number, so 1161, and do that. And when you save it, it will save it as that. But when you do a copy paste, it doesn't know that you want it to be text, even though it's text in the original file. It doesn't know that, and then it doesn't do much with it. So do that. So I'm going to close this because I've got some stuff saved. I'm not going to save it. Here, when you close it, you probably do want to save it, simply because it's going to regenerate new numbers next time anyway. So there's that. After you data merge it, it gives this is the template. This is the output file, and if you hit the control equal sign, that will zoom in on that. And when you zoom in on that, you'll be able to see all of the players. Now in this case, because I did not, I'll reopen this file over here, because I did not put names in or team names, these fields at the top and bottom of each card are blank. In order to give them names, in order to give them names, you have to go into the data set, not the generator, but the data set, and put player numbers, player name, city, and team nickname, and it would then fill in the player name here and nickname here, and I think the city. I have to look at the player card template here. Team header. Yeah, city. It puts the city here, puts the player name, so puts the city here, the player name here, the team nickname here. The number doesn't appear. The number does appear. It's up here in the corner, behind the player's name. So their uniform number will appear there. If you just leave it blank, it will read as 0. So if you want it to be blank, if you want it to be a number, you have to put a number in. And if you want it to be 0, you have to put the number 0 in. If it's blank, it will read it as nothing. So if you got a player you want to be 0, you have to do that. If you want it to be 00, you have to put in a single quote and a 00, so it reads it as a text field and pulls that information in. So that's a quick and dirty how you do this. These files again will be made available through a Google Drive link that is in the comment section below this video. You're always welcome to ask me questions. Just remember, anything you do to change this stuff, I may not be able to help you fix it, because the reality is I don't know what your thought process is. I don't necessarily know what you might have done to make the mistake. And I will remind everyone who's watched this video, you must own Microsoft Excel. You must own Affinity Publisher 2 or higher for these files to work. Otherwise, you can't make cards with this. This is not designed to make cards in Excel. It's designed to make cards in Affinity Publisher. So, without any further ado, I thank you, as always, for your time. Hopefully life is nice as you're rolling your dice. And until next time, when we'll probably do this for Hockey Blast is the next one coming down the pike. And when we do that, we will publish a video at that time as well. So once again, thank you for your attention and your time. Until next time, so long everybody.